for the third straight year, there will be no traditional Traslación during today's Feast of the Black Nazarene. What else can we expect from today's celebration? Joining us now via Zoom is Alex Irasga. He is the leader of the Nazareno 2023 Technical Working Group and also Quiapo Church's advisor for the Feast of the Black Nazarene. Good morning, Alex. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Ms. Ria. Good morning to all the viewers.
Now, Alex, how would you assess the event so far leading to today's celebration of Pista ng Nazareno? How is the pagpupugay and the walk of faith?
Actually, we were overwhelmed with the developments for the past several days going to the actual day of Fiesta. Last night, we noticed a crowd of at least 100 to 150 or 200,000 who went to the Luneta Grandstand to attend the Mass with Cardinal Advincula. Considering that there is no procession, there's no replica, no estandarte, and no pahalik, we noticed the devotees had expressed their intense faith to the Black Nazarene in spite of lack of the traditions on the celebrations. And we were happy also to share the development in other pilgrimages that there is a lot of devotees who prepared to go to their local churches than going to Quiapo or Luneta Grandstand.
Right, and as you've just said, we really see the difference between the celebration this year compared to the ones before the pandemic. What were the factors that you considered in holding this year's festivities, especially because we're in this place where we're coming out of the pandemic, but then the COVID threat is still there?
Yes, the pandemic is the main reason why the church leadership and the government agencies decided together to prohibit the traditions of pasanan and pahalik. We are trying to be compliant of the health protocol, and at the same time we're slowly trying to bring back the traditions of fiestas. All the elements are already there. The masses, which is the more important in this celebration. The pilgrimages, the pahalik were replaced with pagpupugay. The traslación were replaced with the walk of faith. But I hope someday when things will be more better, after the pandemic, we can have a more traditional celebrations of the festivities.
Right. Now, looking at the footage, it seems like it's like a more solemn celebration of the Feast of the Black Nazarene. It's certainly more calm, less intense, lesser crowd. Do you think that organizers will be more inclined to pursue this type of format, or do you plan to go back to the type of celebrations we had before the pandemic?
Before the type of the crowd management, of the directions of the festivities, we have to consider first the health protocols. If the government says we are practically out of the pandemic, we will welcome going back to the traditions. But if the government says we're still on the pandemic situation, having this kind of celebration is more than enough for us. Mm-hmm. Because the more important thing for us is now we are celebrating. Unlike in the past celebration, we decided to close down the churches. So the people had decided to pray their celebrations with the Black Nazarene in their homes. Mm-hmm. So what is actually, what we are trying to pray is just to have a celebration similar to 2021. Mm-hmm. And the government gave us more than what we asked they allow us to have this new type of procession that we call the Walk of Faith. They allowed us to utilize the Luneta Grandstand to have this kind of pagpupugay, and the High Mass with Cardinal Advincula last night was allowed.
Right, so
we're happy
devotees
right
were
now,
still able to...
And if we think we need to do something better in the future, we will do it after the celebrations based on the assessment.
Right. Alex, really quickly now, reminders for the devotees who are going to Quiapo today.
Okay. Mga kapatid, mga kapwa deboto, una, nais po naming magpasalamat sa inyong mataas na antas na pagpapasabuhay ng ating pananampalataya at debosyon sa ating mahal na Senyor. Bagamat tayo ay nagdiriwang ng aktwal na araw ng kapistahan sa ngayon, pinapaalala po namin, may mga pinaiiral po tayong health protocol, manatili po tayo magsuot ng face mask, magbaon ho ng hand sanitizer, at iwasan pa rin ho natin na tayo ay magdikit-dikit. Kung nais ho ninyong makahawak, makapunas ng inyong mga panyo sa ating mahal na Senyor, kinakailangan ho kayong pumunta sa Luneta Grandstand kung saan nandun ho yung ating imahin sa may grandstand. No? Kailangan ho ninyong dumaan sa may Kalaw extension para ho makalapit sa ating mahal na Senyor. Kung gusto naman po ninyong magmisa, kinakailangan ho kayong pumunta ng simbahan ng Quiapo. Meron ho tayo mga misa dyan kada oras hanggang mamaya pong hating gabi. Hindi po ho namin aalisin ang ating mahal na Senyor hanggang may pila pa ho ng pagpupugay sa araw ng kapistahan.
Alright, Alex.
Mag-ingat po tayo lahat.
Thank you very much for that. That was Alex Irasga, Quiapo Church's advisor for the Feast of the Black Nazarene.